Agterlyn van Noord-Transvaal lyk gevaarlik. Dis potgieter. Hy's 'n gevaarlike heel agter. Hierdie skoppie van hom gaan nie heeltemal werk in die oostelike provinsie is daar, maar as hy moet terugkom. Want die OP se agterlyn was onkant en hier is geleentheid vir Noord-Transvaal om vroeg in die wedstryd die voortou te neem.
Wel, is altyd mooi om te sien die eerste agterlyn beweging dat die bal deur die vingers gaan of reg met die agterlyn af gaan tot by die vleuel. Ek weet toe ek nog 120 gespeel het, om Lukas Strag en altyd gesê het hoe manne man almal wil die leer voel so met die eerste agterlyn beweging en hier Noord-Transvaal het nou definitief gedoen. En dit gee die spelers miskien daai bietjie meer vertroue dat hulle klaar die bal hanteer het binne die eerste minuut.
Baumgartner. Eerste wedstrijd het hy met 2 strafdoele en 'n 3 geslaag. 3 gedruk, 2 strafdoele. 10 punte aangeteken in Noord-Transvaal se oorwinning van 25-21 teen die Vrystaat. OP het vir Wes-Transvaal geklop 21-7. Hier kom Baumgartner en hy gaan nie tevrede wees nie. Hy gaan sy plek kom aanneem hier nie. Diskant, die skop was nie uit nie. En slim spel hier deur Evan Huisty, self 'n losskakel wat 'n goeie wedstryd gespeel het op die eerste dag. Man wat ook vir OP sokker gespeel het. Steeds OP skole sokker.
Eie raak. 88, 25, 87. George 2. Agterbal 2.
Mooi vasgemaak deur dames vir die oostelike provinsie. Hulle gaan vir hom terugkry agter. Bietjie wild weggegooi. En hy moet reggemaak word deur Kitching. Nie uit nie, kan probleme wees. Potgieter wat dat loop na die agterlyn. Dis deur die hande van Botas, deur die hande van die ander potgieter die heel agter. Baumgartner, hy gaan wegstuur. Ongelukkig vir hom Shepard wat die bal laat val. En hy is daar met 'n skoon vang.
Wel, van die vorige lyn staan het Noord-Transvaal baie druk geplaas op OP se agterlyn. Hulle het bietjie swak verdedig, maar dit lyk of hulle van teenafvalle ook hulle agterlyn wil gebruik. Dit lyk mooi as die hele agterlyn. Hier kan ons dit nou weer sien. Almal die hele agterlyn kom dadelik vinnig terug om in posisie te wees.
Agterlyn van Noord-Transvaal deur die hande van potgieter dis Botas. Hy heeltemal die ondersteuning nie. Andries Forrie is in posisie van baie na aan sy doellyn. Bal agter hierdie. Noord-Transvaal wat van binne in die lyn staan. Strafskop wat toegeken word.
Die skeieregter sê hy het met sy kop die bal gehak.
Die Duplessis wat gestraf word. Jy moet uitskop seun. Botas wat die bal in die hande kry. Hy's bydekant sy kwartgebied. Hy gaan die spel rek. Potgieter besluit nee, kom ons skop liewer uit. En hy doen dit effektief.
Goed gedoen deur Christo Potgieter. Dit is goed en wel om die spel te rek met teenaanvalle. Maar ek dink op hierdie vroeë stadium van die wedstryd, diep in hulle eie gebied, was dit miskien meer wys om kant toe te skop.
'n Goeie woord aan Bessel de Koning. Hierdie man moet baie naby aan die SA skole wees gegrond op sy vertoning maandag. Uitstekende werk gedoen, prima, pragtige vat, laat loop langs die agterlyn af. Dit lyk gevaarlik. Huisty. Plaas druk op Noord-Transvaal, daar word teruggeval deur die linkervleuel. Hy Potgieter. Skop nie uit nie. Dit is Huisty met 'n skepskop poging vir hom. Nee, wat? Gaan dit nie maak nie. Hy het probeer ten minste. Kantlyn is gehaal, maar die oostelike provinsie wat die druk toepas nou.
This was my job or something.
Yes!
Noord-Transvaal se ingooi. Jan Durant wat dit gaan ingooi. OP teen Wes-Transvaal totaal beheer gehad voorlangs. Het interessant is om te sien wat doen hulle vandag teen 'n swaarder agtal, 'n stewiger agtal, soos die van Noord-Transvaal. Durant kry van Baumgartner. Hy was bydekant sy kwartgebied. En dis netjies onder die bal ingekom deur die agste man van die oostelike provinsie, Jan Erasmus.
Baumgartner het baie goed uit die moeilikheid gekom daar. So hy het baie vlak gestaan, weet veral as ons vat dat die skram binne in Noord-Transvaal se kwartgebied was. Hy het baie naby in die skram gestaan, so die druk het baie vinnig op hom gekom, maar hy het baie mooi uit die moeilikheid uitgekom.
Misverstand is nie OP springers. Erasmus wat mooi wegneem, probeer vir oostelike provinsie. Strafskop wat toegeken word aan die OP.
Dat hy sokker gespeel het op skool en dis soos hy geleer skop het om die bal en mens kry baie verder rigting en meer akkuraatheid.
Hy is die skepskop probeer, dit hy regs getrek en nou hierdie strafskop van hom ook regs. En die inskop deur Ralf Baumgartner. De Koning reg voor hom. Goeie inskop. Dames wat vasmaak vir die OP. Gaan uitkom aan OP kant.
Miskien bietjie vinnig geblaas, die bal was op pad uit.
Durant wat nou kan ingooi vir die span van Noord-Transvaal. Geen telling in hierdie wedstryd nie, 8 minute verstreke. Span wat vandag hier wen kan baie maklik in die eindstryd of die finaal, die hoofwedstryd dan Saterdag speel. Moenie voorspellings waag nie. Baumgartner skop daarteen sy opponent, hy is die vas. Elfrank net te ver, nie Elfrank nie, was Andries Forrie die heel agter. Man wat vir die oostelike provinsie atletiek doen, 400 meter hekkies, 400 meter self ook.
Vegas 15 28 37. You go, Chad. 4 goal. Yes!
Pragtig langs die agterin af. Lou na Heistie. Hoe skop nie gegaan daar waar hy hom wou gehad het nie. Noord-Transvaal pragtig in die lug uitgeplak deur Johan Forrie. Agterin wat ons 'n bietjie swak gebruik. Botas wat sy agterin nou weer in besit stel. Nie heeltemal genoeg spoed op die vleuel van Noord-Transvaal om daardie bal op te volg nie, maar 'n goed bedoelde skop hier van Eugene de Pre. Koning se ingooi perfek. Noord-Transvaal se nommer 5 slot. Johan Forrie wat gestraf word deur meneer Lombard. As hy oor die lyn spring.
Kom jy. Stel op pad so.
10 minute reeds verstreke. Geen telling in hierdie wedstryd nie. Eddie de Pre wat kan ingooi. Gewig opteller van Noord-Transvaal. Hoopie wat vir hom afneem, eintlik vir spot maklik hy is die. Dis deur die hande van Kitching. Swak hanteerwerk, Botas wat 'n voet by kry vir Noord-Transvaal, maar die hanteervoet was reeds daar. Botas 'n man wat vir die Oostelike Provinsie vir Noord-Transvaal se skole ook cricket speel. Seun van 'n man wat vir die Noord-Transvaalers sowel as vir die Vrystaat as rugby gespeel het en 'n goeie vriend van ons bekende in weermagkringe, kolonel Loukie Botha.
Baie interessant hoe baie veelsidige sportmanne ons hier so het.
Al wat atlete aanbetref. Karel Leroux wat verder neem. Beskikbaar weer aan Noord-Transvaal se kant opgetel deur Fourie. Gaan hy die ondersteuning kry, gaan hy bal beskikbaar stel. Noord-Transvaal wil vir hom hê, Durban wat vir hom uitkry. Baumgartner gebruik sy agterlyn, dis Botha. Potgieter die hele agter, hy's 'n sterk kerel uit vir Botha aan sy binnekant en daar trek Botha. Hy kry weer vir Potgieter en gaan hy die doellyn haal. Ja, hy's hoor.
Skitterende 3. Hier sien ons het van die los skram. Baie mooi man oor. Anders vir u. En Christo Potgieter baie mooi in. Terug na Botha, weer uit na Christo Potgieter, baie mooi 3.
Potgieter se tweede 3 by vanjaar se Craven week. Hy het ook in die Vrystaat 'n mooi 3 gedruk. Ook in die hoekie, net aan die ander kant van die veld.
Noord-Transvaal se agterlyn se hantering is baie goed. Van die begin af van die wedstryd af was baie duidelik dat hulle die bal wil dra. Die ondersteuning is baie mooi en die hanteerwerk is baie goed.
Potgieter se skop gaan nie sy eie 3 verdoel nie. Ja, Noord-Transvaal wat voorloop na 12 minute 4-0.
As die man oor na Botha toe, baie mooi na Christo Potgieter, baie mooi gaping. Halwe afstamp, terug binne toe, die regte opsie gewees binne toe en baie mooi weer buite toe. Baie goeie ondersteunende spel.
Botha wat net die aansluiting was en hy kan ook tevrede voel. Bal van agter gespeel na Potgieter. Van die inskop af, diep. Noord-Transvaal stuur hom terug. En ons te lyn staan net by die kwartgebied van Noord-Transvaal.
Nou hierdie eerste 13 minute lyk net so al of Noord-Transvaal bietjie skerper is as die OP. Maar nou ja, die wedstryd is nog lank nie verby nie, baie mooi gerang daardeur die OP slotte.
Lyk gevaarlik vir die OP die eerste keer wat hulle so gevaarlik die bal aanval of die doellyn van Noord-Transvaal aanval. Hulle kry vir hom. Dis die koning in die agterlyn. Dis deur die hande van Fourie. Gaan hy die aansluiting kry? Hy hardloop steeds. Speel vanaf terug. Die koning is weer daar. Oostelike Provinsie wil vir hom hê. Hy's die. Gaan vir hom nou optel. Dis 'n hoekskopie bedoel vir 11 ring. Net miskien nie te ver nie. Noord-Transvaal is daar by en dan is daar 'n strafskop vir obstruksie. Of is die agterlyn van Noord-Transvaal was onkant baie beslis. Karel Leroux kry die teken. Hier is 'n maklike geleentheid vir die OP om punt aan te teken.
OP agterlyn het daai dit baie mooi opgesit. Die senter het binne toe gekom, die voorspelers was almal daar. Baie goeie loskram en toe na die blinde kant toe. En dis waar hierdie en nog 'n loskram gewen en dis waar hierdie strafskop vandaan kom. Wys jy OP is nog glad nie uit hierdie spel uit nie. Die spel dis nog 'n lang wedstryd om te gaan. En hier is 'n maklike 3 punte.
Hy is die 5 punte aangeteken in die eerste wedstryd in Wes-Transvaal en hy behaal sy tweede strafdoel. 4 punte vir Noord-Transvaal, die Oostelike Provinsie 3. Vanaand teruggeslaan deur die OP. Hierdie werk vermoë daar gesien van die Haker Bessel de Koning. Ook die onderkaptein van hierdie span. Hou sy voorspelers bymekaar. Kaptein is die senter Pieter Kitching.
Wel Chris, die konings kan mens amper in dieselfde asem as die Cockerels noem, Haker familie.
Mooi gedeflekteer deur die Oostelike Provinsie. Hy is die binnekant sy kwartgebied onder geweldige druk en 'n netjies 'n skop van hom. Verlig die druk van sy voorspelers. En daar's 'n paar posisies waar die Suid-Afrikaanse skoolkeurders gaan kopkrap.
90.
Albei loskakels in hierdie wedstryd dan hy die sowel as Baumgartner. Sal die keurders 2 keer laat dink. Noord-Transvaal het van F op die agtervoet gekry en dit lyk goed vir Noord-Transvaal. Netjies 'n breekslag daardeur. De breek kry nie heeltemal vir Botus nie. Een man het ook sy rugby stewel verloor. Noord-Transvaal beweeg steeds vorentoe.
Baie mooi op die voete wat Noord-Transvaal bly.
Strafskop wat toegeken gaan word. Dat is my interessant. Center Eugene de Pre van Noord-Transvaal het op 2 gedagtes gehink. Toe hy weer terugkom, wou hy eers sy stewel aantrek te besien hy, maar sy span kan dalk weer hierdie losbal wen. Daar is die afstand na die pale. Nog nie suksesvol met sy skopskoen vandag nie. Gaan ook nie sukses behaal nou nie. Steeds 4-3. 13 minute wat oorbly hierdie eerste helfte. Wedstryd waarvan baie verwag is. Twee spanne wat die beste rugby gespeel het op die eerste dag. Daaroor is daar geen twyfel. Baie netjies gedeflekteer. Ongelukkig vir James Lowe die aanslaan. Miskien 'n bietjie oorywerig.
OP het baie druk op Noord-Transvaal se pak. Maar het lyk of Noord-Transvaal dan goed die voete teruggooi en sluit.
Pierre Lombard wat glad nie gelukkig is nie. Gee die vryskop aan die OP, geleentheid vir Huistie om sy span weer binne die halfgebied te bring van Noord-Transvaal en hy gaan dit effektief doen. En of mense nou van skoppe hou of nie, Wynand, vir 'n pak voorspelers wat in 'n harde stryd gewikkel is dit dan 'n mooi ding om te sien dat jou loskakel vir jou binne tref afstand bring.
Ja nee, verseker, die voorspelers wil altyd vorentoe gaan. En is goed en wel om die bal te hardloop. Maar daar's by tye wat mens definitief maar die voet moet inlê.
Karel Leroux wat vasmaak vir Noord-Transvaal, gebruik hulle agterlyn. De Pre kry die aansluiting van sy linkervleuel. Potgieter. Dis Christo Potgieter. Het so 'n bietjie veld gewen, maar Noord-Transvaal wat gevorder het van die 10 meter lyn van Noord-Transvaal tot by die 10 meter lyn van die OP. Eerste kortlyn staan van die wedstryd. Reardon en Primeyer in die lyn staan. Netjies gepluk daar deur Johan Erasmus. Kry vir 11 rand nie, jy's beweeg ruimte vir hom nie. Vlak lê die agterlyn van die OP. Agterlyn word nou gebruik. Botus word weer oorgeslaan. Dit is Potgieter Christo. Hy het vir Theo Potgieter aan sy buitekant baie min beweegruimte vir hom. Kom regmaak. Deur Baumgartner.
Noord-Transvaal agterlyn vol planne. Wat mooi is om te sien, hulle gebruik nie dieselfde beweging 2 keer in 'n ry nie wat mens heel dikwels sien nie. En dis waarom hulle elke keer oor die voordelyn gaan. En hardop sterk en vinnig en die hantering is baie goed en ook die ondersteuning.
Verdediging van die OP flank Arno Dames verdien ook vermelding. Altyd daar waar die aksie is. Huistie met die regtervoet. Feitlik op die regte plek, op dieselfde plek uit.
Lukke met 10. 27. 58. 89. Dot 3. 2 dryf voor hom. Wat se drive?
De precieze aangooi. Goeie lyn staan werk. Deur Forrie. Stel sy agterlyne beskik. Probeer vir hom voorhou van der Westhuizen. Potgieter wat vir hom kry op die linkervleuel. Wat Transvaal wat veld wen, hulle speel vorentoe.
Hulle wissel hulle spel baie mooi af. Soos met die vorige lyn staan kon gesien gewees het, daar was 'n baie mooi lyn staan spel deur Johan Forrie en toe reguit uit na George van der Westhuizen op 8ste man en toe die blinde kant weer oopgemaak het.
Gebruik hulle agterlyn nou, dis deur die hande van Botha. Hy gaan vir de Pre oorslaan na Shepard. Shepard het 'n potgieter aan sy buitekant netjies gedoen deur Eugene de Pre. Noord-Transvaal beweeg steeds. Baumgartner was daar oopie wat die bal onderskep. Hulle slaan aan en Noord-Transvaal het hier 'n geleentheid as hierdie bal vinnig kan afkom en Botha met 'n skepskop poging. Hy scoor. Jy moet geluk hê.
Wel, dat was die miskien die regte opsie. Mense sou gedink het dat hulle miskien die bal buite toe moes aangegee het, maar deur daai swak aangee het die OP kruisverdediging baie mooi na die oopveld toe gekom en ek dink nie daar was veel wat Benny Botha kon doen nie. Hier sien ons dit weer van agter die paal af. Daar kom die swak aangee. Mens kan sien nou hoe kom OP se kruisverdediging op. Wel, hy is 3 punte werd.
Enige sport moet jy jou quota geluk hê. Inskop wat wag op Evan Huistie, losskakel van die oostelike provinsie. Dis 'n diepe probeerspan binne tref afstand bring. Baumgartner het teruggeval. En hy stuur vir hom met Renta terug. Sewe minute wat oorbly. Noord-Transvaal het dieselfde telling op die tellbord. 7 punte, 3 punte vir die oostelike provinsie. 'n 3 en 'n skepdoel teenoor 'n strafdoel. Miskien 'n getroue weergawe van die spel tot dusver. Die ingooi van Bessel de Koning. Probeer vir Primeyer kry dit nie reg nie. Hy kry eintlik vir Noord-Transvaal se Bolton. Beskikbaar aan Noord-Transvaal se kant. Miskien 'n hand by skeieregter het dit nie gesien nie. Noord-Transvaal probeer weer binne tref afstand kom. Hy steeds teruggeval. Hy gaan probleme kry. Ruk van pligtig los. Kry die ondersteuning. Noord-Transvaal sien dat die op hierdie bal afneem. De Koning in 'n losskakelposisie. Hierdie haker gaan skop. Van min kanse wag van binnekant sy kwartgebied. Netjies 'n skop van Christo Potgieter. Huidige 5-kamp kampioen van Suid-Afrika. Skode 5-kamp kampioen. Deflecteer. Lou na Huistie. Kan dat vir 11 rank in besit stel. Kitching, oostelike provinsie speel agtertoe. Hulle reeds verveld verloor de Koning. Hy gaan vorentoe gaan. Kort skoppie van hom. Net nou dit gewerk, gaan dit weer werk. Plaas weer druk op Noord-Transvaal. Goed gedoen. Reddingswerk deur die kaptein van Noord-Transvaal, Karel Leroux. Gaan hy die slag vir Primeyer kry, dis daar agter bedoel. Fluitjie gaan blaas, dit was skeef. De Koning wat sukkel met sy ingooi by die lyn staan, hè. Maandag aand uitstekende werk gedoen teen Wes-Transvaal. Vandag kan hy nie sy springers Primeyer, Riordan en ook Erasmus vind nie. Baumgartner sien daar is 'n leë gaping. Werk vir hom pragtig. Kry die ondersteuning van Bolton. Noord-Transvaal is eenvoudig net daar. Bolton het steeds besit. Karel Leroux wil verder neem. Hulle so 15 meter by aan die kwartgebied van die oostelike provinsie beweeg steeds vorentoe. Die bal word beskikbaar gestel. Hy moet net agterlyn toe kom. Hier kom hy nou. Weer verby Botha in die hande van de Pre, die center. Hy word half grond toe gebring, dan bly hy tog op sy voete. Botha is daar. Verander die rigting. Hier is geleentheid van Noord-Transvaal. Hulle kry weer vir Bolton. Speel self 'n goeie wedstryd. Van der Westhuizen is daar vir Noord-Transvaal, is binne aan die kwartgebied nou van die OP, probeer vir hom terugkry. En dan word hy opgetel hier Niederskant. Ongelukkig vir Karel Leroux was die bal onkant.
Jammer dat Noord-Transvaal nou nie hierdie paar mooi bewegings kon afrond nie. Hulle ondersteunende spel is baie goed. Verandering van rigting ook. Maar nou ja, mens moet punte kry as mens daai geleenthede het. En OP verdedig baie goed.
Uitstekende skop van Evan Huisty. Verplaasspel van binnekant sy kwartgebied tot so 5 meter by die kwartgebied van Noord-Transvaal voor die oopkant van die veld. Red 6 springbokke opgeleverd die oostelike provinsie uit Craven week rugby uit. Sean Povey onder andere, Hermanus Spotgieter. Om 'n paar te noem. Aftrek in die lyn staan baie duidelik die teken van meneer Lombard en ek glo hy is die gaan paal toe skop. 7-6 is beter as 7-3. Ander springbokke daar uit die OP wêreld, Dani Gerber. Vir 3 jaar vir die OP Craven week rugby gespeel. Nick Mallet, Hermanus Spotgieter, Sean Povey, Johan van der Merwe hier in 64-65 vir die OP Craven week rugby gespeel. En die jongste is Kaafruit wat in die 1980-81 seisoen vir die OP Craven week rugby gespeel het. Noord-Transvaal 3 spelers opgelewer. Daar is Huisty. Die slag gaan hy terugdraf. Ons sy plek te gaan inneem, 6 punte by. 6 punte op die tellbord liewer vir die OP, 7 punte vir Noord-Transvaal. Huisty al die punte aangeteken. Noord-Transvaal se 3 springbokke wat hulle opgelewer het is Naas Botha. Johan Maree, die 8ste man op die 1981 toer saam met Jou Wynand daar in Nieu-Seeland. En Uli Schmid. Noord-Transvaal wat van die inskop wen deur die hande van Botus, Baumgartner. Potgieter wat in groot probleme gaan hardloop vir hom. Bly op sy voete. Gee vir Bolton geleentheid om by te kom. Hoop jy wat vir hom afneem. Huisty. 'n Lange aangee. Dis in die hande van die regtervleuel Tholet. Hy 2-3 gedruk maandag aan. Swak aangee ongelukkig vir hom na Forrie. Hoop jy sal kan aangooi in die lyn staan.
Het is eigenlijk interessant om te zien dat span soos Noord-Transvaal net 3 Craven week springbokke opgeleverd het. En as mens vat van die senior springbokke heel wat meer. En het bewys miskien hoe baie spelers van ander provinsies na 'n provinsie met 'n sterk universiteit en 'n weermag dat hulle rugby daar verder gaan sit.
Hy Spotgieter gaan in groot probleme hardloop. Word opgevolg. Baie netjies opgevolg deur Johan Erasmus, die 8ste man van die OP. En hier is probleme van Noord-Transvaal. Erasmus wat vir hom net nie in die hande kan kry nie, 'n vinnige ingooi weggeneem daar deur Simon. En hier kom 'n skepskop poging van Huisty. Hy is nie daar nie en ek dink dalk OP het 'n goeie bal hier gemors.
Ja, nee, definitief. Ek dink die OP-spelers was bietjie ongelukkig. Gedink dat die bal miskien as prins uit die speelveld uitgegooi is, maar nou ja, hulle dadelik die bal gaan haal en vinnig ingegooi. Maar dit is heeltemal terecht, miskien 'n bietjie gemors geweest.
Sterslot van die OP Johan Forrie wat 'n bietjie aandag gekry het. Baumgartner uitstekende inskop weer van hom. En dis goeie werk deur Karel Leroux. Sterk hardloper hierdie. Bly op sy voete. Meyer het kon vasmaak, op jy wat wil wegneem. Hy speel 'n goeie wedstryd hierdie. Dis Arno Dames. Durban stel sy agterin beskik deur die hande van Erasmus. Hulle gebruik om Elfrink moet vir hom kry. Hy's 'n vinnige vleuel. Dis deur die hande van Forrie. Hy het vir Elfrink aan sy buitekant. Daar kry Elfrink vir hom nou. Kan hy met spoed sy man klop. Hy kry aansluiting van Andries Forrie. En hier kom hulle 3. Dis mooi rugby. Wel gedaan OP, hulle wen vriende.
Ja, dit was absoluut 'n skitterende 3. Die ondersteunende spel van die OP was hier baie goed. Begin van die diep in OP se, daar kan ons sien bal gaan uit na die agterlyn toe, stilstaan, begin. En daar kom die agterlyn baie mooi op spoed. En hier kyk ek vinnig kom die heel agter daar deur. En weer terug binne toe. Baie mooi ondersteuning buite toe. Altyd iemand in die binnekant om te ondersteun. En daar's 'n skitterende 3 deur Andries Fourie. En hy het basies die hele beweging begin toe hy vinnig daar deur die agterlyn gegaan het.
Dit is 'n spansport. Mooi om te sien dat die manne mekaar ondersteun het en elkeen het nie op sy eie 3 probeer druk nie. Die doelskop van hy steeds hoog in suiwer tussen die pale deur. En vir die eerste keer in hierdie wedstryd loop die OP voor. Hulle loop rustig voor met 12 punte teenoor 7. 'n doel in 2 strafdoele teenoor 'n 3 en 'n skepdoel van Noord-Transvaal. 12 punte vir die OP, 7 punte vir Noord-Transvaal. En ons is nou terug by u hier van Kings Park af. Welkom terug hier op Kings Park. Die kapteins gesels met hulle spanne. Gee die nodige inligting deur. Gee 'n bietjie raad. 'n Baie mooi 3 wat ons gesien het net hier voor die aanbreek van rustyd. Dit is die moeite werd om weer daarna te kyk. 'n Vinnige losbal wat gewen word. Reardon stel sy agterin en besit deur die hande van die 8ste man Johan Erasmus. Kyk hoe mooi gebruik hulle vir hom. Heel agter wat nou in besit gestel word, Andries Fourie. Hy gaan 'n paar keer in besit wees. Netjies opgevolg deur Masset. Elferink sien dat Fourie binnekant is. Agterna gesit deur David Bolton, maar hy's te laat. Dis die eerste 3 van die OP in hierdie wedstryd, die tweede 3 van die wedstryd. Rustyd dan 12 punte vir die OP, 7 punte vir Noord-Transvaal. En dis die bal besit Wynand.
Wel, het lyk baie, behalwe die scrums, lyk alles baie by mekaar. Ek met die lyn staan OP 11-8 voor en die gebroke speel 8-7. So die bal besit op hierdie stadium eerste helfte baie naby aan mekaar.
OP het minder foute gemaak. Dit sien jy wat die strafskoppe aan betref. Noord-Transvaal het 1-3 gedruk in hierdie wedstryd. Dit is die heel agter Christo Potgieter self 'n uitstekende 3. Agterlyn wat vir hom kry. Dis Benny Botus. En daar is Christo Potgieter heel agter. Sien dat sy linkervleuel vasgedruk gaan word. Benny Botus het mooi opgevolg. Botus hardloop, trek net so 1, 2, 3 manne. En dan stel hy vir Christo Potgieter in besit. En hy druk sy tweede 3 by vanjaar se Craven week. 12 punte teenoor 7. 'n doel in 2 strafdoele teenoor 'n 3 en 'n skepdoel. Ons sluit aan by Hugh Bladen en Gavin Cowley.
Dankie Christo and Wynand. That beautiful try by Christo Potgieter, the South African junior pentathlon champion. Hasty with the kick-off for Eastern Province. These two sides took the crowd out of their chairs the other night, and they're doing it again here today. Musset in a little bit of trouble. Good support from Kitching, also in his 3rd Craven week. This is Hasty. Good play by Van der Westhuizen, the number 8, who's been in the thick of things. And the referee indicating that the Northern Transvaalers were going over the ball in that ruck, and so a chance for Hasty to increase the lead, which is 12 points to 7. Well, Chris and Wynand were talking about the Craven Week players who had become Springboks, but those of you who haven't made the Craven Week, don't lose heart, because a great friend of mine, Mickey Gerber, played fullback for South Africa, played for his school 3rd team. Evan Hasty. He didn't quite connect that one very well. Johan Fourie, who caught the mark. Well, most of these players are good ball players. And if Johan Fourie finds his touch here, there'll be a great shout from the crowd. He hasn't quite found his touch. Fourie, the try scorer for Eastern Province, on the run again. Support from Premeyer. And then eventually it was Andries Els who got good possession. Low from Musset to Hasty, the long ball. Is Anthony Thollet with the ball there. And Arno Damas just a foot into touch.
Well, just before crossing to us, we saw those two delightful tries, one by Northern Transvaal and one by Eastern Province, where the two fullbacks were very noticeable in both those moves, and of course both of them scoring the tries. I'm very, very impressed with the fullback play from these two young boys today in this game. And look, let's face it, they're not the only guys who've performed admirably. There's been some very good play from both sides, but they've certainly stood out, the two of them.
Mr. Pierre Lombard, the referee, saying that the Eastern Province players were going over the ball, preventing it from coming out, so it's going to be Christo Potgieter. That's a long punt and a good one. Basil de Koonen, who's done so well at hooker. Good jump by Prima, low. Did well to gather that in low and find the gap between the Northern Transvaal forwards.
All members of the organising committee, will you please assemble immediately in the committee room. All members of the 1990 Craven organising committee, please meet in the committee room immediately.
Duplessis.
Yes!
Deep to Bolton. Durant having a little trouble in gathering it in. Bianca trying to hack it ahead for Eastern Province. And we have a bit of a problem for Johan Fourie. He received a bit of attention earlier.
Just before half-time, I noticed Johan Fourie walking towards his goalposts and indicating to the touchline that he had a problem seemingly with his rib cage, and looks like that problem has been aggravated.
Well, we have the Northern Transvaal reserves warming up on the touchline, but let's hope that Johan Fourie isn't too badly hurt. And then we have a nice crowd gathered here. Each day we've had a good crowd, and last night, particularly with Natal playing the late game, we had a very nice gathering of people. Johan Fourie. It's going to be a free kick to Northern Transvaal. Now, will Northern Transvaal open it up? As Duplessis goes in to try and force the second phase. Nicely back there to his forwards, and it's the same Fourie who's making the running. Baumgartner reading it well. Fourie goes in. In fact, it was the number 8, Johan Erasmus, who did good cover. That's from low. Kitchin, the Eastern Province captain. Potgieter, can he open up now? He's very strong on his feet. Kitchin is there. Potgieter keeping it in play nicely. Taken by de Koonen. Very good ball players. Basil de Koonen. Fed back to low. Erasmus. Erasmus just darting inside Bolton. Low again. Hasty. Or it's Kitchin rather. Back for it is Potgieter. But a good kick ahead there by the Eastern Province captain.
Well, a clever option exercised there by Peter Kitching, and seeing the Northern Transvaal backs right up on him and kicking into open space. And also good work there by Johan Erasmus, finding himself in a difficult situation and immediately running back towards his forwards to get the necessary support to set up the second phase. Basil de Koonen talking to his forwards. He's been a real live wire this week, and reminiscent of his father, Basil de Koonen, who played with me for Eastern Province many games, and also during the course of this week has shown the same sort of sportsmanship that Basil exercised when he played as well.
Well, this is unfortunate for Northern Transvaal. We have Daniel Stephen, who has already taken the field. And this is the first time that we've had the misfortune to see a stretcher brought onto the field. Very unlucky. I think it is George van der Westhuizen, and we will try and get news of him a little bit later. It's not George van der Westhuizen. George van der Westhuizen is still on the field. That was Bram Leroux going up high for Northern Transvaal. Durant waits. Baumgartner. Pressure from de Kooning. In fact, I think it could be Johan Fourie who has gone off.
12.
Johan Fourie, who was having a little bit of a problem with injury and has now gone off the field. Good jump by Primaya. Hasty. Mussett on the dummy run. Through comes Fourie very strongly. Eastern Province trying to create second phase. Damas is in there. The referee just getting in amongst the players and sorting them out. Eastern Province ball. Referee just unhappy with the fact that that scrum had collapsed. Adriano Novello, the loose head prop on this side for Eastern Province. Low, Hasty, the dummy. Fourie coming on the open side, chased by Carl Leroux. That was Kitching. This is Thollet.
Nice little variation in play there, and one thing that's been noticeable as well as been in this game has been the good line-out jumping of Carl Primaya on the Eastern Province side, taking the ball beautifully and cleanly with two hands, jumping high, giving good ball to his backs.
So we have George van der Westhuizen moved into the lock position, and Stephen on at number 8. The lock forwards not too happy with a throw-in at the line-out. Baumgartner. Lock forwards have a little bit of a habit of getting upset with their hookers if they don't throw the ball, as they say, opatiki.
Well, throwing the ball into any line-out is an art, and Sean Povey, the ex-Springbok hooker, is still picturing him standing in front of poles and throwing against the upright for hours on end to perfect the technique.
Good penalty taken by Christo Potgieter. Midway between the Eastern Province 22 and the halfway line. Finding Primar very well. That's de Kooning taking the ball on the double around. Nice little variation that Eastern Province have there. He couldn't get it away. Low pressure there from Andries Els. Durant waits. He gets it out to Baumgartner. Buertus. Nice little dart by Buertus. Good support play by Northern Transvaal. Couldn't get it back to Baumgartner. Here's a chance for Elferink. Potgieter has got support on the outside in the form of Buertus. He's going very quickly. He's well tackled, but he gets the pass away to Buertus. Good support play by Stephen. Picked up by Eastern Province. Good cover defense by the Eastern Province players. And we have a little bit of an injury there to Adriano Novello. I think he just had a bit of a knock there. He did well to get across for the cover tackle on Christo Potgieter.
Also good to see young Benny Buertus involved in two moves there. In the first move going across, he went to ground and he was very quickly up to join fullback Christo Potgieter as he came around from that maul. And good support play by him. Who, of course, the son of Colonel Loki Buertus, who played fly half for Free State, and a student at Afrikaans Hoërseun School in Pretoria, more affectionately known as Affies.
Well, he's also got a very good chance, I hear, of making the Northern Transvaal Nuffield side. So, as Wynand Klaasen was saying, a lot of good ball players, a lot of super athletes. Just unfortunate that we haven't seen a good chance for Glenn Elferink, who is such an exciting sprinter, having beaten Jannie Viljoen and Warren McCann. Baumgartner, Buertes, Baumgartner on the loop. That's nice play as we have Shepherd going away with it. Here's a chance for Shepherd. He must look for support. Quickly up on his feet. Comes in the form of Stephen. Northern Transvaal, a good period of play. Can Durant get it away? Looking for Buertes. Buertes is there. Long ball out to Shepherd. And it's Potgieter who's going to go in. What does the touch judge say? The touch judge has doubled around. He was right on the spot. And the referee looked to him for help. But in that situation, I think really that the touch judge awarded the try.
Well, very good work there from Mornay Shepherd, and the overlap just created on the outside here by Shepherd out to Christo Potgieter. And although the try was disputed by the Eastern Province players, the touch judge was right on the spot and perfectly happy with that try, giving an indication to the referee as well that he was quite happy that Potgieter had dotted the ball down before he pushed the flag over. From the other angle, we might get a better view of the situation here. It's Mornay Shepherd now, just nicely, cleverly coming inside to take the extra man, Glenn Elferink out, and Andries Fourie just pushing Christo Potgieter over. And a very difficult decision, but let's accept the decision of the touch judge and the referee in that situation. Baumgartner now with the conversion right from the touchline.
He's been unsuccessful with 2, and that's his 3rd unsuccessful attempt. But it wasn't easy. Well, it was very good play by the Northern Transvaal players. Watch here how Shepherd lifts his hands above the tackle. You see that? He pulls his hands above the tackle, gets it away to Christo Potgieter, and he's right on the touchline. Is he over? Well, you be the judge. Low in possession for Eastern Province. Hasty, can they get Elferink away on the left wing? Not this time, as Musset's in a bit of trouble. It was Eugene Duprier with the tackle. And a penalty against Carl Leroux as he just came a little bit over eagerly. Evan Hasty hasn't found his touch. Chris Potgieter, 2 tries for Northerns. And that's a good kick by Chris Potgieter.
Well, we've just had news that Johan Fourie, who had to leave the field, is suffering from a mild form of concussion. So I think everybody will be very happy that he's not badly injured.
Well, one always gets worried when the stretchers are brought on, and I'm sure if any of his family are watching, or his coaches or schoolmates at home, they'll be happy to hear that he's not seriously injured. Eastern Province on the run here, not making ground across the advantage line. Low weights trying to dig it out. It wasn't emerging. And so Eastern Province in possession, unable to release the ball. It was Primar who made the run. And so therefore it is Northern Transvaal advantage at the scrum. Good scrummage by Eastern Province, putting and winning the tight head. Low having difficulty getting it away. The Northern Transvaal is offside. Low, quickly to De Kooning. Watch this man's skills. Beautiful pass over the top to Kitching. Well, very reminiscent of Uli Schmidt is Basil De Kooning as he gets involved in everything. We've seen him kick. He can kick torpedoes. We've seen him handle. Eastern Province have a very nice variation from the line-out where De Kooning throws it in. Primar taps it down to him. Then Low stands wide and they make the extra man in the back line. Duplessis for the throw-in. Picked up by Low. Difficult pass for Hasty, but he gathers it in well. Pressure from Stephen. Potgieter. Pressure from Elferink. It isn't out. Fourie having a little bit of trouble in gathering that one in. Andries Fourie from Framesbury, who scored a beautiful try in the last moments of the first half. Still Eastern Province leading by 12 points to 11. 17 minutes gone in the second half. These two of the most talented sides in this Coca-Cola Craven week. Baumgartner, nice run by him as you get Potgieter away on the left-hand side. He's got support in the form of Potgieter, his namesake on the inside as well, and the bounce just beating them as it went into the in-goal area. That's Tace Potgieter, who is also at office, as is Benny Boertes. So there's a lot of inter-school play here, and we have two of the outside backs, Eugene Duprier and Mornay Shepherd, both from Waterkloof High School. Nice high kick by Hasty, taken by Van der Westhuizen. Durant, Bolton, coming across Isano Novello, but he couldn't get him on the tackle. Northern Transvaal still going forward.
Lovely work there by David Bolton, and he and Carl Leroux have played exceptionally well in this match, the two flanks for Northern Transvaal, employing the handoff extremely well, which is reminiscent of Christo Potgieter's earlier try, where he also employed the handoff so well, something which we don't see that much in rugby today.
No, and the only effective way to get inside a handoff is to stay on your feet until you've connected with the man that you're tackling, keep your head behind the ball carrier, and go in hard and low. Referee just getting in amongst the forwards to make sure that their shoulders are above their hips. Low, Hasty. And Hasty, it's again, you see the pressure coming from the Northern Transvaal loose forwards. Durant was there as well from the scrum half position, and so Hasty had to narrow the angle. Well, now the signal at that line out is Pisang Guama, so let's see where that's going to go. You can see deep to Bolton, good catch, tap down to Carl Leroux. Baumgartner did a little bit too far for Boertes. And the hacker here. Here's a chance for Elferink, as we have Shepherd back for it. Elferink just couldn't get his kick in. It was Fourie actually. Back for it is Boertes and Potgieter. Nice fall on the ball. Is he going to hold on to it? The referee indicating the penalty. Just holding on to it too long. Well, one wonders whether he didn't do that on purpose, perhaps. That Tace Potgieter, if he rolled away from that ball, the speed of Elferink might have got Eastern Province in, and so one will forgive him for holding on to it.
Well, very often it's a difficult situation for the man in possession as well, as the opposite players come in and dive onto him or try and attempt to get the ball away from him, and it's sometimes very difficult to actually get away from the ball. But the referee quite rightly awarding the penalty to Eastern Province, and Evan Hasty now with the goal kick.
Been successful with 3 out of 5. This is his 6th kick at goal. 12 points to 11, Eastern Province lead. And here the crowd, they're out of their chairs, of the Eastern Province supporters. Just 9 minutes to go.
Well, here we see Tace Potgieter now coming back for that ball, and or the ball rather being hacked on there, and Benny Boertes running back in defence. Tace Potgieter coming across, now dives, falls onto the ball and doesn't immediately release it. With Glenn Elferink on his back, it is up to Tace Potgieter to move away from that ball as soon as he goes to ground.
You hear Prima shouting, "My ball." He nominated and he made sure he caught it. Good play by Eastern Province. Hasty. Shepherd, back foot, just beating Shepherd to the touchline. Well, Northern Transvaal will need to get their potent backline into action if they're going to pull this game out of the fire. We have 8 minutes to go. Highly competitive game. That's Adriano Novello at the front of the line out for Eastern Province. Behind him, Chad Reardon. Nicely jumped there by by Bram Leroux. It was Baumgartner. And we have at Leroux, then out to Potgieter. Potgieter, the fullback, inside to Shepherd, coming over nicely from the right wing. Very quickly across was Damas. And I must say that Gavinano Damas has been all over the field.
Yes, and in fact, all the loose forwards on both sides. It's a warm day today. We saw just prior to Evan Hastie taking that penalty kick at goal, the Eastern Province reserves brought some water onto the field for their players to drink, and it's good to see these young loose forwards really ranging across the field from one side to the other.
Well, we just had a little bit of attention there to Christo Potgieter, but he's okay. Support for the schoolboys. Nice jump by the Erasmus, the back of the line out. Low, Hastie. And Hastie just trying to make sure that Eastern Province stay down in the Northern Transvaal half. This is a good run by Christo Potgieter. He's tackled by Erasmus. Doubling around for it there was Eugene Dupree for Northern Transvaal. And the bounce favouring Eastern Province. Well, the forwards will be happy with that from Andries Foury's kick.
At this stage of the game, obviously that's a very important thing to do. 5 minutes left, and Andries Foury kicking into space there and keeping the Northern Transvaalers pinned down in their own half.
That's Chad Reardon. A lot of concentration. Going high, getting the tap in. Basil de Koonen cleaning up. Low. Hastie, what's he going to do now as he gets it away to Kitching? Kitching just kicking into the open space. Difficult ball for Potgieter. The bounce favouring Musset as it's Damas who comes in. Can Eastern Province get this back in a good attacking position? But Northern Transvaal have done well as Durant tried to come away with it. The referee has indicated a penalty to Northern Transvaal. Eastern Province preventing the ball from coming out. Well, will Northerns run it? Yes, Durant. Baumgartner. As Potgieter comes into the line, Buertus, difficult one there for Eugene Dupree, but the referee has indicated not 10 metres. Northerns will want to get the ball again quickly. Now, will they use their forwards just to pull the Eastern Province defence in? Yes, they've brought in Duplessis, who's on the charge there. Durant, looking for Buertus. Nice little dummy by him, but this is a chance for Eastern Province as Elfering to intercept. And Kitching, nice play by Reardon. Low, getting it away to de Koonen. De Koonen to Kitching. And nice running there by Hastie. Good tackle by Buertus. Kitching again in possession. Support from Johan Erasmus. Well, Northern Transvaal, just a little bit of disorganisation in their backline there as they were trying to make the running, but nice to see them trying to open up. Saw James Bienek of Eastern Province in the thick of that movement. This is picked up by Bolton. Free kick to Northern Transvaal. You hear that quickly, they say, come on, let's get the game going. Duplessis wants to run with it. Look at the support coming from the forwards. He lifts his hands above high. Durant, Baumgartner. The catch by Kitching. The referee indicating that he went in high before he caught the ball. No, the referee, in fact, giving Northern Transvaal the penalty. Eastern Province were offside. Again, the forwards try to set up the second phase. Will they use their forwards? Durant using the short side. Here's Potgieter. Across for it is Musset. Nicely picked up by him. Pressure from the other Potgieter. Taste Potgieter that time. This is a chance for Durant, who's coming back on the Northern Transvaal side, but robbed by Eastern Province and illegally. Well, Northern Transvaal have to score to draw even and then convert if they can to win the game. Baumgartner, Buertes, Duplessis, or Dupree rather. This chance for Shepherd. He's well tackled by Alferink. Potgieter was up in the thick of things. Across comes Musset. Good period of play for Northern Transvaal. Nice sportsmanship there as the players help each other up. Chris Potgieter on Musset. Two and a half minutes to go. Duplessis with the throw. Well tapped back by Priemeyer. And tidied up by Theo Jonk for Eastern Province. Low from de Kooning. Hasty want to make sure of his touch, and he's done so. Now Duplessis will want to find Bram LaRue, number 2 in the line out here. Or will he go for George van der Westhuizen at number 4? It's at the back to Stephen Bolton, couldn't gather, taken in by Johan Erasmus. Well played by Basil de Kooning, positioned himself beautifully, the hack ahead. Back for it is Mornay Shepherd. They'll have to open this up. Buertes, he's got Dupree in support. He's got both the Potgieters in support. Dupree is well tackled by Kitchin. Buertes. This is a good period of play for North as Durant comes away with it. Shepherd, he'll need to keep the ball in play, but he's well tackled. Very good tackle there by Delferink.
Six, 9, 5. What? 6, 9, 5.
This is Bianca. This is Bianca as he makes ground, and he was tackled by Durant. Jean Durant from Menlo Park. Plenty of excitement in this game. We're into the last minute. Carl Priemeyer in his second Craven week. Done well in the lineouts. Northerns will want to drive ahead now with Bolton. Ferretin in there was Carl LaRue. And the final whistle is gone. The Eastern Province players' hands are up in the air. The Eastern Province junior side has done exactly what the senior side did in the Bay a few weeks ago by beating Northern Transvaal, but full marks to Northern Transvaal, who never gave up. They scored one scintillating try by Chris Potgieter. Another very good try by Chris Potgieter. In the dying seconds of the first half, we had a very, very good try by Andries Fourie, the Eastern Province fullback. But the boot of Evan Hastie winning it for Eastern Province, a very, very good game. And we go over into the studio to our junior sport presenter, Johan Badenhorst.